to be here on behalf of Smithfield Court's residents to introduce U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development Secretary Marsha Fudge. Throughout her career, Secretary Fudge has worked to support low-income families, seniors, and communities. Before serving as the 18th HUD Secretary, she served as a United States Representative for the 11th Congressional District of Ohio, where she earned a reputation of tackling challenges by working across political lines. As HUD Secretary, she believes in policies and programs that meet each community's unique challenges and needs, and has been committed to making home ownership attainable for us. Secretary Fudge's advocacy for residents like myself and many who live here at Smithfield Court is commendable, and we thank you and the entire department for its support of the Housing Authority of Birmingham District and your efforts to revitalize the community. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Secretary Marsha Fudge.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Ms. Gillespie, thank you for that introduction. I see a lot of friends here. I'm not going to try to name them all, but certainly my Congresswoman, your Congresswoman, Terry Sewell, Mayor. It's always a pleasure to be with you. He's such a nice guy. Scavan and your team, I thank you all. Sheila, thank you so much for being here as well. I'm just going to get right to it because I'm so excited I can't keep it no longer. I am here today because I want to say that this community is so deserving of this $50 million I'm bringing here today. I can't contain. Listen, I told my mother and my grandmother are from this area. And so I was so happy to be home. I got a cousin standing back there right now. They tracked me down. They saw me this morning on television. You here? So you are one of 8 communities across the country to receive a neighborhood choice grant, a choice neighborhood grant. One of 8, and I chose to be here. This is a community of such history. It was a community where people were very proud to live at one time. It is a community that deserves this rebirth, that deserves this revitalization. And I want you to know it is about to begin almost immediately. Am I right, Mayor? Your goal is to honor the past and envision the future. So we're going to assist you with building more than 900 new homes in this community. Intergenerational homes, homes where everybody in this community is going to want to live. People talk about there's no affordable housing, and I admit that there is not. There is a crisis in this country. But your community has come together, put together one of the best grant proposals we have ever seen. I know that they had tried once before to receive these resources. Out of the $370 million we are giving out, this is the biggest grant, $50 million. So Congresswoman and Mayor, if y'all would please stop calling me. They have hounded me for the last 2.5 years about this grant. But when a community comes together to say that we want to make a change, that we want to preserve the history that has made Birmingham part of what it is, that we want to once again let people who live here live with decency and respect. We want people here to know that there's a grocery store up the street, that children can go to a decent school, that senior citizens can catch a bus or something and go to the doctor if they want to. We're getting ready to change lives, and I'm just glad to be a part of it. Thank you so much, Mayor, for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Congresswoman Terry Sewell of the 7th District.
What a great day to welcome the 18th, I love to say that, Secretary of HUD, Marcia Fudge, to Birmingham, Alabama, but more specifically, Smithfield. It's an even better day that she brought a check for $50 million. As the Secretary saw this morning, we have a lot to be proud of in Birmingham and in Smithfield, in College Hills and Graymont. All of our places, and spaces, we have amazing people. I said it at the breakfast. What we lack in economic prosperity in my district, we more than make up for in heart and spirit and fight. After all, it was the people of the 7th Congressional District that brought us the Civil Rights Act of 1964. I'm claiming all of it. And the Voting Rights Act of 65. What we need are better opportunities and more resources. And that's exactly what we got today. We did learn from our 2020 proposal. We went, and I just want to thank, this is a team effort. You know, there's no I in team. In fact, an individual may have a drop, but we have a whole sea of people who've helped out. And so I wanted to thank the mayor. I want to thank the housing authority. I want to thank the city council. I want to thank our state representatives and our county commissioners. This is a hard task. And while the elected officials have a role to play, the real role, the people I really want to thank are the residents of Smithfield, College Hill, and Graymont. It is because of you that we're here. You came out to the more than 5 town hall meetings to tell us what you envision this amazing place to become. And because of that, we now have $50 million. I'm so excited. This is a major step towards leveling the playing field and revitalizing these neighborhoods and other neighborhoods, but we start right here in Smithfield. It means that over 1,000 new homes, including both multifamily and single homes. It means rebuilding Smithfield Court. It is difficult to overstate the transformational power of this money and these resources. It is a catalyst for change for the better, for economic revitalization of this amazing place. Honoring our history, but building and envisioning a better future. That's what it's about. It's about honoring the legacy, the very proud legacy that is this place, but acknowledging that we have to do better, and we can do better with more resources and better opportunities. And so this is not just about a housing development. Oh no. It's also about making sure that we have job training going on in this area, that we have educational programs going on in this area. It is really about the whole person, right? And we can't do that without amazing people who will take advantage of this amazing opportunity. Now, it won't happen overnight. It won't happen overnight. I really hope our 50 million happens overnight. I'm just kidding. As the secretary said, she is probably so tired. I can't believe she hasn't blocked my texts yet. I will stop for a while messing with you. But look, it takes a lot of hard work to get to the place where we are now. And I want to thank the leadership of Secretary Fudge. You know, it's because of her that she put an emphasis on communities like Smithfield. 9 communities received this grant. She could have been in any of those 9 places, but she chose to make the announcement right here in Smithfield. We thank you. We really thank you. I wanted to also just make sure that everybody knows and understands that more is coming. As long as I have breath in my body and you re-elect me, I will continue to fight for more resources and better opportunities for everyone, but especially my district.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome President and CEO of Housing Authority of the Birmingham District, Dontrell Young Foster.
Good morning. You know, up until this moment, I've been asked the question, how do you feel? What's going through your mind? The emotions I feel is indescribable. It is official. It is real, Birmingham. It is real, Smithfield. The first email I opened this morning was a congratulations letter from HUD. And now we're here today to hear that we are awarded for this great event. So I just want to say, I echo the sentiments of Secretary Fudge and Congresswoman Sewell. This award will be transformative. And on behalf of HABD, it is an honor to be Alabama's first Choice Neighborhoods Grant recipient. If you did not know, this community, Smithfield Court, was constructed in 1937 as one of the nation's first public housing communities. Generations of families have called this community home. And one of the most remarkable things about the residents we have here in Smithfield Court is the unique sense of pride in their neighborhood. For decades, residents of Smithfield Court have advocated for a day like today. And it brings me great joy to have so many of you here now to share in this moment. Before today, months of resident and community outreach efforts took place so we could ensure our vision for the future of Smithfield aligns with the aspiration of those who all call this their home. To our residents, we could not have won this award without you. Your support and engagement does not go unrecognized. Your belief in our ability to win is a testament to the trust that you have in us to fulfill our mission of providing the highest standard of affordable housing for you and your families. To our Board of Commissioners, thank you. Thank you for paving the way for HABD to support and your successful application of more than 60 partners in the fold. And to our staff, thank you for your dedication to putting and keeping HABD residents first. One of the most exciting things about the Choice Neighborhoods Award is how it positions HABD to be a stronger driver of community and economic development while continuing to serve as Alabama's largest provider of affordable housing. As we redevelop public housing, develop new affordable housing in this neighborhood, we also look forward to working with our partners to expand wraparound services for residents. From education and healthcare to workforce development and commerce to this neighborhood, because of this grant, will stimulate Birmingham's economy in unprecedented ways. But more than that, because of this grant, the people who live in this neighborhood and those who will move into this neighborhood will have all that they need to thrive right here in Smithfield. Thank you, Secretary Fudge, and your Choice Neighborhood team for sharing the vision we have for this community. And to each of you who have joined us today and stood by us along this journey, thank you for helping making our $50 million dream for the future of Smithfield a reality.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mayor Randall Woodfin.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Smithfield. If you are a resident of the Smithfield community, please stand and be recognized. Absolutely. All of this is for you and because of you. We are grateful. We're so grateful. So usually when I'm in front of any audience, actually, let me back for a second. Y'all ever been on a revival tent? Did I hear? Is the Holy Ghost in there? So none of y'all should be a stranger to this, right? This blessing we're receiving right now? Or this heat y'all feel right now? Yeah. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. Usually when I'm in front of any audience, I introduce myself by saying my name is Randall Woodfin and I serve as mayor of the city of Birmingham. Emphasis on the word serve. We serve people. We serve our residents. We put people first. And we also we do that by building community through servant leadership. Everything today encompasses every single thing I just said. Serving. I want to tell you where I get my service heart from. My grandmother was raised and grew up in Southtown Public Housing. My father grew up in Southtown Public Housing. My mother grew up in North Avondale Public Housing. And when they got married, the first place they lived was down the street in Illington Public Housing. Straight down the street. And so fast forward, when I was a candidate for mayor back in 2016 and 2017, I want to tell you all what I did based on having a servant heart. I shut up and I listened. And I literally knocked on the doors. Not my team, but me. I vividly remember knocking on the doors here in Smithfield Public Housing, Greymont neighborhood, as well as walking each street and each hill in College Hills neighborhood. And I can tell you and remember the conversations I had with the residents who lived in these three neighborhoods. Their desires, their concerns, their issues, and what they wanted for their communities and their individual neighborhoods. Today, I come back 6-7 years later, and we collectively present that to them. Amen. Secretary, thank you so much. Now, I see my finance director in the audience, Kevin Moore. Have we given her the bank account routing number? I'm not sure the actual big display check fits. Let's make sure we get her the routing number, please. Since our first day in office, the number one priority has been neighborhood revitalization, everyone. And over the last 5 years, we've invested tens of millions of dollars in paving streets, demolishing thousands of blighted homes. We've cut tens of thousands of abandoned structures, and we've allocated tens of millions of dollars to our city's Affordable Housing Trust Fund. But we're also building brand new housing in Bellevue Heights, Woodlawn, Wyoma, and Pratt City. And the truth is, we're not stopping there. We're incredibly excited to receive the Choice Neighborhood Grant from the U.S. Department of Housing Urban Development for $50 million. Now, if you are from Birmingham, you know we say 50. So let me repeat that. $50 million to help our communities realize their potential, everybody. So it is appropriate for this award to be called Choice Neighborhood Grant. I repeat, it's appropriate for this award to be called the Choice Neighborhood Grant because it was our choice. It was our choice to make every one of our neighborhoods great places to live. It was H.A. Parker's choice in 1900 to build a world-renowned high school for African Americans just a few blocks away from here where we stand. It was our choice for Arthur Shores and the families of churches of Dynamite Hill to stand strong in the face of hatred. It was our choice to elect Congresswoman Terry Sewell, who has been fighting for us in Washington, D.C. It was our choice, everybody, to elect Joe Biden and Kamala Harris as the President and Vice President of the United States. And today, we applaud the President's choice for the Honorable Secretary Fudge of HUD. With these funds, we will build nearly 1,000 new affordable homes in Smithfield. And we will also build and provide and support wraparound services for these residents. But this is not just about place, everybody. This is also about people and the collective and the wraparound services, place and people. That's how you revitalize a community. But we'll also invest not only in our seniors and our families, but our children as well. And so we're thankful to the Housing Authority of Birmingham, Ms. Foster, your leadership, your Board of Commissioners, I see you. We're grateful for the Birmingham City School System. Dr. Sullivan, our superintendent, school board members, we see you. We're grateful for the Birmingham City Council under the direction of President Wardine Alexander and her colleagues. By the way, happy birthday, Madam President. And while we celebrate today, everybody, the truth is our work is just beginning. So, Madam Secretary, we're grateful for this $50 million. We'll get you the routing number very soon. Let's get to work, everybody. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. To every single partner, thank you so much. To all of our residents, thank you. Enjoy the rest of the program.
Thank you, everyone, for attending today. Please remain in your seats for a moment. We are going to take photographs on the stage with the folks who have spoken today. Also, while you remain in your seats, we will have team members walk